Decorating the tree would be my favorite.
Getting together with family, I think, is more important. Well, especially now, than all the gifts, all the stuff you get for the kids.
I just have a certain organization that I do, and it's kind of the same as what my mom did.
The one year my brother said that the pizza that we got for dinner looked like an upside down Christmas tree. And so now every year when my parents decorate the tree, they get pizza and they watch It's a Wonderful Life.
I think my favorite Christmas tradition is just having the family over. And it has been the Italian tradition for 30 years of cooking lasagna.
My favorite Christmas memory is probably a series of memories of being at my grandfather's house, my grandparents' house, my mom's parents, and the Christmas village that he had set up.
My son Samuel was born in November, and then he had to go back into the hospital maybe a week and a half after birth because he had jaundice. And so he was in for 6 days. And the numbers kept going up. And the doctors were worried about just different things happening and not sure whether he would be out in time for Christmas. Well, he was, and God just did a total miracle there with Sam. And so now Sam is our tender heart who loves the Lord incredibly. So I think that was my favorite Christmas.
Being with my parents, I would say, as just growing up and celebrating and spending time with my parents now that they're both passed away, it's Christmas is a hard time, but it's also a really special time though too, at the same token, for me.
I don't really have a favorite. They're all good. See, I'm really getting out of these, aren't I? I like to do that. I like to bake, and a high school friend guy I've known since like 3rd grade, high school, Marine Corps. Just like if someone were to say who's your best friend, I would pick him. But he and I did some work together recently, and I made a pumpkin roll. Took it up to his house. He wasn't there. I left it, and he gives me a call. He says, "Man, this is really good." He said, "I've never had one of these. You never had a pumpkin roll?" So to me, that's a gift.
My husband and I were able to help my mother-in-law and my father-in-law with some appliances in the house.
The one year that I saved up my paper route money for a whole year to buy my brothers a Nintendo 64, back when it was a new system.
I like to give Bibles away. And here's the scoop. When people would come into the bookstore and they wanted to know more about Jesus, I would just automatically go to the Christian section and pull out a Bible that I feel like would help them along in the journey that they were in at that moment.
Now, I did play some myself, but it was really for them. I miss my Grampy. Being able to go to his house with my grandmother, who I'm thankful is still alive.
I'm not my wife. Especially this year.
This year, I have missed a lot of people because we haven't been able to get together like we were. We haven't been a community like we were because COVID has kept us so far apart. So I miss those that have gone on with the Lord, but I've also missed the fellowship with others. This year, I think that Tony and I both miss his brother a whole lot. And I think he was taken from us so quickly and unexpectedly, and we just didn't have a chance to say goodbye. So I feel like, selfishly, I wish I just had a few more moments to just tell him, how we felt about him, what a great brother he was, or what a great uncle he was, or an encourager he was to us. And so how has that changed my direction, my trajectory now going forward? I don't want to ever miss an opportunity.
So obviously my mother, my father, and then also my father-in-law and my grandfather-in-law, all 4 passed away within a very, very short amount of time years back. So yeah, those would be the people that I would want to have around me at Christmas time for sure.
I don't want to ever miss an opportunity to tell somebody that, even though it might sound ridiculous or be like a ridiculous, awkward moment, never want to miss that opportunity again. Because you never know if that's the last opportunity you might have to be with them or see them.
I would say to keep your focus on Christ. It's very easy to slip into a mentality where you want to get sucked into, you know, whether it be the political arena or what everybody's thinking or doing or saying. But keeping him first keeps you at peace. It gives you that peace that's, you know, passes all understanding.
Oh, fear not. That is my mantra for the year, for 2020. God gave that to Terry and myself when we met together in January. We didn't know COVID was going to be happening. And so we thought, what would be the word for the year for the ladies? And it was fear not. And we both had that in like our devotionals that week, that month.
You know, I'm a firm believer that fear is not of God. He doesn't give us a spirit of fear. So it's wonderful to know that we are free in him and we can continue to just keep praising him, and regardless of the situation, give him thanks. Gratitude is huge.
Like the angels say, do not fear. Hope is here. The season of hope is here. God is with us. We're not alone. And we look forward to seeing everyone again and believe that God is in control.